Lionel Messi Inter Miami to open playoffs at home, and it'll be aired live in Times Square. Lionel Messi's first MLS Cup playoff match with Inter Miami will be on October 25th, and it'll be aired live on a massive screen spanning an entire block of New York's Times Square. Major League Soccer announced Thursday that Inter Miami's opener will be the lone playoff match played on that Friday night, with an 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time start time. It's a slight adjustment to the MLS Cup schedule. Original plans called for the playoffs to begin on October 26th. Inter Miami clinched the MLS Supporters' Shield given to the league's best regular season team on Wednesday night with a 3-2 win at Columbus. With the number 1 overall seed, Inter Miami also has home field advantage throughout the playoffs and would play host to the MLS Cup final on December 7th if it makes it. "We have a significant advantage since we'll be playing all our matches at home, which is what we were aiming for," Messi said. "I think we are very strong at home. I believe that being at home gives us a great advantage, and now we just have to prove I." The Supporters' Shield was Messi's 46th trophy won for his various clubs or while playing for Argentina, extending his record. Inter Miami won the League's Cup last season in Messi's first year with the club, but did not qualify for the MLS playoffs. Analysts also announced there will be some different broadcast elements for Inter Miami's playoff opener. Apple TV will make the match available to its customers, regardless of whether they have an MLS Season Pass subscription or not, and the match will be shown live on a 25,000-square-foot digital television display screen on Broadway between 45th and 46th Streets in New York's Times Square. Inter Miami will open the playoffs in a best-of-3 series against the winner of the Eastern Conference's wild card match, which will be played on October 22nd. The full MLS Cup playoff bracket won't be set until October 19th, the final day of the league's regular season. Playing the match on Friday night in Fort Lauderdale also avoids the potential for conflict with other significant sporting events in South Florida that weekend. Miami and Florida State renew their annual college football rivalry on October 26th. Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, currently sidelined while dealing with the aftereffects of a concussion, will be eligible to return from injured reserve for his team's game against Arizona on October 27th. And NASCAR has a playoff race at Homestead Miami Speedway that weekend as well. Lionel Messi Inter Miami have won the MLS Supporters' Shield. And now the real journey begins. Opinion. Messi Inter Miami CF. Major League Soccer. Features. The Herons have completed the first step toward MLS Cup glory, but now need to continue their momentum into the playoffs. Lionel Messi, a man of notoriously few words, said it best himself. First goal accomplished, the Inter Miami superstar said on Instagram. "We move forward with the desire to achieve more things together." Those 14 words are perhaps the perfect encapsulation of Inter Miami's season. It was never going to be as easy as those with a cursory understanding of their star-studded roster might think. But truth be told, they were sort of expected to win at least 2 MLS trophies this year. They secured one Wednesday night, bringing home the Supporters' Shield with a 3-2 victory over Columbus Crew, their presumptive biggest rivals for MLS Cup glory. And that's all very nice. Messi gets to say he won trophy number 46, extending his record. Miami establishes itself as mathematically the best team in the league. But that acknowledgement, handed out to the side with the best record in MLS, is the first part of a far bigger goal. The real work, the proper pursuit of a first MLS Cup in franchise history, starts now. To be clear, Roar Miami, this was no small feat. Just look at the locker room celebrations, the standard slew of smiling faces and champions chants. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez and Messi, winners of Champions Leagues and domestic trophies alike, and for some World Cups, looked as delighted as ever. Perhaps this is because serial winners never get tired of winning things. But for Miami, it feels like the start of something bigger. David Beckham's franchise has struggled for years. Since its first season in MLS in 2020, Miami has a losing record. They haven't advanced past the first round of the playoffs. In Messi's first campaign, albeit one in which the Argentine played just more than 400 minutes of football, they finished 14th in the Eastern Conference. Say what you will about success for individuals, but there hasn't been much to shout about in the pink of this South Beach team. So, for those grinning in the dressing room, this trophy, which for some is a minor acknowledgement in the scope of a larger goal, might just mean a little bit more.